Good morning and welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. Time for an anniversary review. This album, Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast, is 40 years old on March the 22nd. Wow, can you believe it? One of the most loved, most seminal albums from Iron Maiden's career. Wow, 40 years old, can you believe it? It's a well-loved album. I think their debut album took to, everyone's got to start somewhere. The production wasn't the best, but the songs were good. Killers is a great album with Paul Di'Anno, but Number of the Beast sees the man himself, Bruce Dickinson, make his debut with the band, and what a debut it is. It's a great album. It's an amazing album. It's not my favourite Iron Maiden album, but it's in the top 5, definitely in the top 5. It's a killer album. Opens with Invaders, a fun little track. It's just got some cool little quirky melodies. It's an interesting track. Children of the Damned is an awesome track. It's a heavy track. For Maiden, it's sort of quite a heavy track. Great build, great soaring moments from Bruce. The Prisoner it's not my favorite track. The Prisoner, it's okay. It's got quite a nice little chorus melody, but I don't know, it's just not my favorite track. It's just an okay track. I like it. 22 Acacia Avenue, this track has really grown on me over the years. At first I was like so on this track, but I think I really like 22 Acacia Avenue now. It's got some great licks, great riffs, great solos, awesome song. Side 2 of the album opens with one of their most famous, well-known songs, The Number of the Beast, the title track, which they literally play live at every concert that they do. Literally, I mean, it might have missed a couple here and there, but most gigs, Maiden has to play Number of the Beast. It is a little overplayed, but it still sounds good. It's still, especially live, listening to it on record, you might get a little bit, again, do I have to listen to it again about it? But when you hear it live, I mean, not that I'm going to Maiden gigs live a lot, but when you do hear it live, the energy of it and the vibe of it with the crowd and the spoken intro, it just sounds cool. It sounds good. Track 6, second on side 2, is Run to the Hills. It's one of their most famous songs, of course. It's overplayed to death, this one. The galloping feel is cool, but it's overplayed, and they've actually stopped playing it in some gigs on recent tours. I do remember Run to the Hills not featuring on some set lists. So, but it is what it is. It's still a classic. This is what Iron Maiden is known for, that gallop, that speed. Track 7, the penultimate track, is the track Gangland. This is one of the most odd Maiden tracks. It sort of doesn't have a huge chorus on it. It's okay chorus, but it's just sort of weird. It's sort of dark. It's sort of, I don't know, not punky so much, but sort of, it's a little bit mysterious. It's not sort of typical Maiden. I don't really like Gangland too much. It's okay, but I don't really like it too much. Maybe whenever I played Number of the Beast, I always sort of tended to skip Gangland. I never really fully got into it. But finally we reach Hallowed Be Thy Name. It's the final song on the album, and I think literally is the best Maiden song ever recorded, in my opinion. I think a lot of people have this as their top Maiden songs as well, and there's a reason for that. I mean, it's just an amazing song. It's hard to sing song. I mean, you can tell Bruce is struggling to get the words in sometimes, but it's a great song, great build, great story about a guy who's about to be done away with for his sins and begging one last chance and so on. This is just a great song, great mid-tempo riffs, great sing-along. Live, it's just perfect. I mean, hearing it on record, it's lost some of its sort of vigor, but when you hear it live and when the band is playing it at their very best, Hallowed Be Thy Name is just an awesome end. So there you have it, Hallowed Be Thy Name, the last track, Number of the Beast. The album is 40 years old. Wow, can you believe it? A 40-year-old album. The production on it, you know, by today's standards, it's not like crisp and that punchy, but by that time standards, it's really good. It's really sort of heavy, really packs a punch, and everything sounds good. This is the beginning of Maiden, you know, becoming Maiden, getting the new singer in, you know, Paul Di'Anno is out, and you know, the full power glory of the air raid siren can be heard for the first time. Okay, stay tuned.